She leaned back, smirking. Do you seriously believe you can sway me about the divorce? At mediation, I answered, already did. When she realized I'd sign off on every demand, then slipped in, oh, and she keeps the debt too. Her expression cracked instantly. I'm 36, male, just walked in from what was supposed to be our final divorce session. My hands are trembling, not from rage, but from that electric mix of relief and justice. Hard to even put words on it. Vanessa, 34, and I had been together a decade, married 8 years. The last 2? Absolute hell. She'd emotionally checked out, blew money like water, and treated me like a living ATM while finding herself. Then 3 months ago, she dropped a divorce bomb, said she'd outgrown me, needed to explore her potential. Translation, yoga retreat boy toy named Blake. Trust fund brat. Talks about chakras. Drives a Tesla daddy bought. Fine. Whatever. I was past caring. The real mess? Vanessa wanted to divorce her way. She demanded the house, even though I alone had carried the mortgage for 3 years. She wanted alimony on top of her cushy $75,000 marketing job, wanted me stuck with her car payments. And best part, she insisted on a clean break. We each walk away with our own debts. Sounds tidy, right? Except Vanessa didn't count on one thing, the credit cards. 5 of them, maxed, roughly $62,000 total. All open during the marriage, all with my stellar credit. She told me they were emergency use only. I trusted her, never checked. 2 weeks ago, prepping for apartment hunting, I pulled my credit report and nearly collapsed. Designer purses, retreats, an $8,000 mountain bike used twice, all riding on my credit. So today, I let her and her slick lawyer, Mr. Fitzgerald in his $1,000 suit, lay out their greedy wish list. House, 3 years alimony, car payments, separate debts. Vanessa sat smug, even tossing in, Derek just needs to accept what's fair. I gave emotional support while he worked. My lawyer, Ms. Rodriguez, legend in heels, just scribbled notes, letting Vanessa puff up. Finally, Fitzgerald slid their proposal across the table. Vanessa smirked again. Do you really think you'll stop this divorce? Just sign. Let's both move on. I glanced at Rodriguez. She gave a subtle nod. Already did, I said, her brow furrowed. What? Already changed your mind. Watch. Rodriguez slid our counterproposal. My client accepts all terms. The house, the alimony, the car payments. He wants Mrs. Patterson to receive everything she requested. The air froze. Vanessa's smirk slipped. Fitzgerald squinted. Rodriguez continued calm as stone. In fairness, since Mrs. Patterson receives all marital assets, she also receives all marital debts. Capital One, Chase Sapphire, Amex, Discover, Bank of America, approximately $62,000. Vanessa's face drained. What debt? What cards? Rodriguez slid the stack of statements. All 5, both our names. Joint liability. These cards, I said, steady, the ones you hid. The ones you drained on yoga retreats and shopping sprees. You want the assets, you take the debt. Only fair. Fitzgerald rifled papers like a drowning man. Vanessa looked ready to vomit. These are my cards, she gasped. Actually, Rodriguez corrected, they're marital debts open in marriage with both parties authorized. By law, both spouses own them. But I can't afford. You'll have the house, I said. Sell it. Blake can help. I'm sure he's spiritually aligned with debt repayment. Mediation imploded. Vanessa sobbed. Fitzgerald begged recess. 20 minutes later, they crawled back, suddenly open to renegotiating. Nope, I said. I already agreed to your original terms. House, alimony, car, debt. Take it or leave it. They left it. Mediation collapsed. Now it's heading to court, where debts usually split 50-50 anyway, which means instead of everything, she'll likely get scraps. The best part? As we left, Vanessa grabbed my arm. Derek, wait. Maybe we should talk. Work something out. Oh, now you want to talk? Thought you'd outgrown me. Thought Blake was your soulmate. Good luck explaining $62,000 in secret debt to him. She's texted me 23 times since I got home. I haven't opened a single one. My lawyer's got it. Play stupid games. Win stupid prizes. Update 1. You guys weren't kidding. Her entitlement is wild. After mediation, she blew up my phone. By day 3, 76 texts, 31 missed calls, plus pings on WhatsApp Messenger, even LinkedIn. Yes, LinkedIn. Send me a connection request with professional courtesy during personal transitions. You can't make this stuff up. Then Thursday, real circus. Receptionist buzzes me at work. Derek, your wife's here. I walk out, there's Vanessa. Designer jeans, oversized sweater, messy bun perfect for Instagram. Starbucks in hand, eyes red. We need to talk. We have lawyers. I reply, just 5 minutes. Coffee's on me. Against my better judgment, I went across the street Starbucks. We sit. She immediately breaks into tears. I didn't know the debt was that bad. I have a problem. A shopping addiction. I need help. Oh, now it's an addiction. Not during the years of swiping cards. That's something to unpack with Blake, I said. I'm sure he'll be supportive. Her face tightened. Blake and I, it's not what you think. I don't think about it at all. Vanessa. Then she shifted tactics. Derek, I can't afford the debt. Even selling the house. Market's down. I'd still owe $30,000 plus lawyers. I'll be ruined. You should have thought of that before maxing out 5 credit cards. And then the kicker. She leaned forward, touched my hand. What if we didn't divorce? Counseling. I'll fix my spending. We can be happy again. I laughed. In Starbucks. Loud. 2 weeks ago, I was holding you back. Blake was your soulmate. What changed? Silence. Then I was confused. Neglected. Blake's not as appealing when $62K of debt tags along. She yanked her hand away. That's not. I love you, Derek. No, you love my credit score. My paycheck. The life I built while you shopped. We're done. I walked out. But, oh, she wasn't done. Friday night. Phone rings. Vanessa's sister, Tori. Always liked her, so I answered. Derek, what are you doing to my sister? She's a wreck. Debt. House. You being cruel. How could you? I explained. The hidden cards. The $62K. The fact Vanessa demanded divorce. You know she can't handle money. You should have monitored those cards. Unreal. So it's my fault she had $62,000 debt while cheating? While divorcing me? She wasn't cheating. Blake's just a friend. A friend she went on couples yoga retreats with. Her Instagram's still public. Silence. Then, you're being petty. A real man would take care of her. I nearly choked. Funny, your sister said I wasn't man enough. Said Blake met her spiritual needs better. Guess those spiritual needs cost $62,000. Hope Blake's enlightened enough to cover it. Click. Saturday, 7 a.m. Bang on my door. It's Blake. Man bun, skinny jeans, 150 pounds max. Bro, we need to talk, he says. Bro, about what? About you sabotaging Nessa's future. Not cool, man. Not cool, man. He actually calls her Nessa. I'm not sabotaging anything. I tell him. I'm just agreeing to her divorce terms. Every single one. You know what's manipulative? Pretending the debt doesn't exist. That's next level. He shifts on his feet. She said you were controlling, but this? I should have shut the door, but I was feeling petty. Did she tell you how much debt? His eyes flicker. She said there were some cards. 5 of them. All max. $62,000. You planning to move in together? Hope you like ramen. Bro, his face drains. She told me it was maybe 10 grand. Nope. Want receipts? I've got copies. He actually stumbles back. I should go. Tell Nessa I said hi. I call after him as he scurries toward his Tesla. Haven't heard from Blake since. Vanessa, though? She went nuclear. Sunday, my inbox exploded with a 15-page manifesto. Single-spaced. Every alleged sin I'd ever committed. How I worked too much. How I crushed her creativity. How her debt was actually an investment in self-actualization I should thank her for. Page 12 was comedy gold. She calculated her years of housework and invoiced me for $47,000. I'm saving that email forever. My lawyer actually laughed when I forwarded it. By Monday, Miss Rodriguez called an update. Fitzgerald wants another mediation. They're open to compromise. Let me guess, I said. Split the debt, but she keeps the house in alimony? Pretty much. Told them no dice. See you in court. Date set for next month. Meanwhile, 3 more guilt bomb emails show up. Her mom calls me heartless. Her best friend DMs me on Instagram about ruining a good woman. And then the kicker, Vanessa launches a GoFundMe. The title? Help a Woman Escape Financial Abuse. She raised $127, mostly from yoga friends who don't know she's driving a 2022 Audi. Yep, the one I'm still paying for. Peak absurdity hit yesterday when she sent me a Venmo request. $500. Note, for groceries since you're starving me out. This woman clears $75,000 a year. She's living in my paid-off house. Yes, the one I inherited from my grandmother. 0 expenses except utilities and her shopping habit. I hit decline and commented, maybe check the couch cushions. Petty? Absolutely. Worth it? Even more. Miss Rodriguez says their new strategy is to paint me as financially abusive. Good luck with that once a judge sees the $62,000 she hid while demanding the world on a platter. Court's coming up, and oh boy, it's going to be good. Update 2. Buckle up because this ride gets wild. Her GoFundMe died a slow death, final total, $341. Blake ghosted her. Her Instagram shifted overnight from couple yoga selfies to dramatic quotes about betrayal. My favorite. Sometimes the universe removes people from your path who aren't meant for your journey. Correction, Vanessa. The universe didn't remove Blake. The $62,000 did. Then, Tuesday, she tried her dirtiest trick yet. I get called to my boss's office. HR is there. So is a cop. My stomach dropped. Vanessa filed a police report claiming I'd been financially abusive, hiding assets, committing fraud. She swore I had secret accounts. Thank God Miss Rodriguez had me document everything. Bank statements, transactions, squeaky clean. Took the officer about an hour to realize there was nothing there. He finally said, "Your ex seems confused." Translation, wasting everyone's time. But I was done playing defense. Rodriguez filed for sanctions against her for false allegations. She also subpoenaed Vanessa's financial records. And what we found, absolute gold. Remember how Blake was just a friend? Friends don't buy $3,000 Cartier bracelets or fund $8,000 meditation retreats in Tulum. Turns out Blake wasn't just a fling. He was a married fling. His wife's lawyer even sent us receipts. And Vanessa? She'd opened yet another credit card, lied on the application, inflated her income to $120,000. Straight up fraud. Court day came. I showed up in my sharpest suit. Vanessa walked in like she was auditioning for Lifetime's Wrong Wife. Conservative dress. Sad ponytail. Fitzgerald started spinning the tale of poor vulnerable Vanessa being punished with debt by her cruel, controlling husband. Then Rodriguez stood, smiled, and detonated the bomb. The false police report, the fraudulent card, the Cartier receipt, the text of Blake scheming about taking Derek for everything. Judge wasn't amused. Mrs. Patterson, he said, "Care to explain?" Vanessa burst into tears. I was emotional. Derek controlled me. I needed to feel free. The judge deadpanned. Free enough to commit fraud? Fitzgerald tried objecting. Judge waved him off. Then he read aloud a text where she called me that pathetic man while plotted with Blake. Vanessa sobbed harder. Fitzgerald looked ready to resign. The ruling? Brutal. She gets the debt. All of it. No alimony. The house stays mine. Premarital inheritance. She has 30 days to leave. She pays her lawyer fees and mine. The Audi? She can keep it if refinanced in her own name within 30 days. And the cherry on top, Her fraud got referred to the DA. She lost it in court, screaming that I ruined her life, that she gave me her best years. Judge cut her off. Ma'am, you had assets, committed fraud, filed false reports. The only reason you're not in cuffs is my leniency. Leave before I reconsider. Walking out, she tried again. Derek, please, I'll lose everything. You already did. I told her. The moment you chose Blake and dead over me. She froze, mascara running. For half a second, I almost pitied her. Almost. Then I remembered cops at my office. Her smug grin at mediation. And I walked away. Final update, because this chapter is done. Vanessa didn't leave quietly. Week 1, she squatted, claimed online I was making her homeless, tagged local shelters, got herself a formal eviction notice. Week 2, she listed my grandmother's china, my tools, even my lawnmower on Marketplace, had to file a police report. Week 3, she hosted a moving sale, tried selling fixtures out of my house, ceiling fans, built-in shelves. A neighbor called. Derek, your ex is selling your doorknobs. Finally, 3 days before deadline, she moved into Tori's basement. From what I hear, Tori's husband is thrilled to live with a sister-in-law who once called him spiritually bankrupt at Thanksgiving. But karma wasn't done. DA downgraded her fraud charge to a misdemeanor with probation and restitution, still on her record, which cost her that $75,000 marketing job. She's now slinging smoothies part-time at a juice bar. Blake, his wife divorced him and took everything. The Audi? Vanessa's selling it. She's running a blog about narcissistic abuse. Spoiler, I'm the narcissist. She's also on a 17-year repayment plan for $62,000 in debt. Meanwhile, I kept the house, got a promotion, started dating Grace, a teacher who actually knows what a budget is. Last weekend, I found one of Vanessa's vision boards in the garage. Pictures of beaches, luxury cars, yoga retreats, with the words "living my truth" in the center. Well, Vanessa, congrats. You're living your truth. A basement apartment, a part-time job, and 17 years of payments. Sometimes the universe really does give people exactly what they deserve. And yes, I kept a vision board. It's framed in my garage. A reminder to never ignore red flags again. Oh, and yesterday I got a text from an unknown number, Vanessa on a friend's phone, asking if I could loan her $50 for groceries until payday. I sent her a link to the local food bank, then blocked the number. The entitlement never ends.